Let's understand atmosphere and climate in this video. Have you ever watched clouds move, felt a cool breeze, or noticed a hot day turn stormy? All these things happen because of the atmosphere and the way it affects climate and weather. The atmosphere is a blanket of air that surrounds Earth, held close by gravity, the pull of Earth's mass. It is a mix of gases that we all need to live, and it also contains water vapor and tiny dust particles. The atmosphere does three big jobs. It shields us from harmful solar rays, it keeps Earth warm by trapping some sun energy, and it controls weather and climate. Now let us look at what the air is made of in simple terms. About 78% of the air is nitrogen and about 21% is oxygen. These are the main gases. A small part is carbon dioxide, around 0.04%, and almost 1% is argon, with tiny amounts of other gases. Water vapor can change a lot from about 0.1 to 0.4%, and it is very important for clouds and rain. The mix of gases changes as you go higher, because altitude means height above sea level. The atmosphere is also arranged in layers, each with different features and uses. The lowest layer is the troposphere, up to about 12 kilometers, and it contains the air we breathe, most clouds, and all everyday weather. Above that is the stratosphere, up to about 50 kilometers, where there are no clouds and aeroplanes often fly. The stratosphere has the ozone layer, which filters harmful ultraviolet rays from the sun. Next is the mesosphere, up to about 80 kilometers, where the temperature falls and most meteorites burn up. Then comes the thermosphere from 80 to 700 kilometers, where temperature rises and it absorbs X-rays and shortwave UV. The thermosphere also contains the ionosphere, which helps radio waves travel long distances, and it is where auroras occur. The uppermost layer is the exosphere, where air is very thin and light gases like hydrogen can escape into space. A quick note on temperature. It falls with height in the troposphere and mesosphere, but it rises in the stratosphere and thermosphere. Auroras are colorful lights near the poles, caused when charged particles from the sun hit gases in the upper atmosphere. You do not feel air pressure because it pushes from all sides and your body pushes back with the same force. Now let us explain weather and climate in simple words. Weather is the short-term condition of the atmosphere, like today or tomorrow, and it can change quickly. Climate is the average weather of a place over a long time, usually 30 years or more. Five main elements affect weather and climate: temperature, humidity, precipitation, wind, and atmospheric pressure. Temperature changes with the amount of sun energy, called insolation, and it is hotter near the equator and colder near the poles. Humidity is the amount of water vapor in air, and warm air can hold more moisture, making it feel sticky. Precipitation happens when air becomes full of water and drops it as rain, snow, sleet, or hail. Atmospheric pressure is the weight of air above us. It is highest at sea level and drops as you go higher. Warm air rises and creates low pressure, which often brings cloudy or wet weather, while cool air sinks and makes high pressure, which is clear and sunny. Wind is air moving from high pressure to low pressure, and Earth's spin changes its direction. Winds are named by the direction they come from, and the India Meteorological Department uses speeds to describe them. For example, calm is 0 to 1 km per hour, light breeze 6 to 11, strong breeze 39 to 49, and storm 103 to 117 km per hour. Local winds like sea breeze and land breeze happen because land and sea heat at different rates, cooling at night and warming in the day. Next, seasons in India follow a tropical monsoon pattern, and the IMD describes four main seasons: winter, summer or pre-monsoon, monsoon or rainy, and post-monsoon. The Himalayan states also see spring and autumn, and traditional Indian calendars divide the year into 6 seasons called Ritu, with roughly 2 months each. Monsoon means a seasonal reversal of winds, a pattern sailors first noticed long ago. The southwest monsoon from June to September brings moist winds from the ocean because land heats more than sea and creates low pressure. The northeast monsoon from October to February usually brings dry winds from land, but it can give rain to the east coast when winds cross the Bay of Bengal and pick up moisture. Monsoon rain is vital for farming, water supply, and many jobs. but too much causes floods and too little causes droughts. India runs missions like the National Monsoon Mission and Mission Monsoon to improve weather and climate forecasting for farmers and disaster planning. Now about climate change. It is a long-term shift in weather patterns, mostly driven by human actions like burning fossil fuels, cutting forests, and pollution. These activities increase greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide and methane, which trap heat and raise global temperatures. Effects include more floods and droughts, melting glaciers, rising seas, loss of species, and harm to health and livelihoods. Solutions include cutting our carbon footprint, using renewable energy, protecting forests, and choosing sustainable lifestyles. A carbon footprint is the total greenhouse gases we cause when we use energy, travel, or make things. A recent example is the Punjab floods of 2025, when heavy monsoon rains and high rivers caused severe flooding and damage to homes and farms. The floods were made worse by old embankments, building too close to rivers, silt in rivers, and unclear warnings. Effects were loss of life, homes and crops lost, damage to roads and bridges, and health problems from standing water. So, what do we learn from this? We learn that the atmosphere supports life, controls weather and climate, and that monsoon and seasons shape daily life in India. We also learn that human actions affect climate and can make natural disasters worse. So we must prepare and act to reduce damage. Let us quickly remember the main points. The atmosphere is a protective air blanket. It has layers. Weather is short term. Climate is long term. Monsoon is a seasonal wind change, and climate change is a global problem we can help solve. Thank you for listening. Keep asking questions and stay curious about the world around you. Explore more easy lessons and practice on EduRev to learn at your own pace. And remember, small actions help our planet and future.